What up, nerds in the simulation? It's the first day that I can really feel the air change as far as the weather's coming here in North Carolina. You can kind of feel it in the air. It's high 70s. We're going to have mid 80s tomorrow. What is the temperature necessary to kill the coronavirus? Not only that, the weather heading, and so I'm getting periods of a little bit of cloudy, full-on sun, and then you get that sun's beating on you. You feel the air on your skin. It's a new feeling. It's that new feeling we're going to wake up from when all of this is done. And so if you start your day with that frame in mind, that the only thing that can follow is that very thing. So go ahead and start that way, stay that way, and end that way as the American success that we are, okay? This country's fucking rocky, and this is Rocky 1, all right? We're fucking drinking the glass of eggs. The news feed is a shit show, and it's a shit show on purpose. People are outraged at whatever Rick Wilson's latest tweet is. And here's the thing, like, the guy, he's a button pusher. And the worst part about it is he just makes fun of white trash people, and he recycles mom jokes the same way he recycled fucking Bill Hicks's material when he and the fucking Indian guy were fucking being bigoted. Remember that? All right. And so he's known for this, and he's midget and whatever the fuck, who cares? So the thing is that any people rile up, they go at it, he gives some shitty line, but the simple fact that he thinks that it's good, that's what, for him to literally be living a life where he believes that using mom jokes on the internet is effective, that's him living his best life, can only make me come further to the conclusion that just like Talib, just like fucking AOC, just like, who's the one that fucking fucked 9 guys and her brother? That one, all right? And Rick Wilson, Trump hires. They're the best characters. They're easily, you know, the same way that, who's the fucking Jennifer Rubin's the same way, Stelter's the same way, just put up to be these worse than life characters of what is quote unquote the opposition or the resistance or never Trump world or whatever they called it. So the fact that, you know, as far as weapons go, they're down to that. That's kind of a sad state of affairs from Never Trump world. Of course, JohnTold.net, there's no stand-up gigs. They don't exist, all right? And the North Carolina's website for their state is, who built it? The Obama administration? Anyways. So we're either going to get money from these fucking yo-yos or we're not. We're either going to continue to pay taxes for what or not. I think that's what we need to be. Obviously, that our response to the situation is proven that there are large bailouts that are available for everybody else except for fucking you, me, and the construction workers 1 street over who haven't stopped working. Social distancing? No, they just put a fucking roof on a house. All right, they got one roof. They got one roof going over there. They got 3 fucking structures going that way. They're busy as fuck. My favorite thing, and you should do this, is wave to all your neighbors. Heaven forbid, hey, how are you? Good to see you. You doing good? I had some lady, oh, God bless you, walking around. You go around and meet your neighbors. Find out, shake the hand of the guy who has not only has a Gadsden flag in front of his house, but he's flying it upside down. Holy shit. Shake that guy's hand or give him the fucking fist bump. Meet your neighbors. Say hello. You've already woken up to the day of fucking American greatness, and you're going to follow through with it. The politicians are going to keep politicking, all right? The fucking stock traders are going to keep stock trading. The news people are going to keep lying to you, all right? The same news that called it the Wuhan Corona China virus. They all said it. And now when they have nothing left to say because the response, America's response to this has been so fully fucking American that they didn't expect it. And now all they can do is retreat back to identitarian politics, which is as stale as fucking Rick Wilson doing his fucking your mom jokes or whatever the fuck. Isn't it? Isn't that what it is? All right, they're down to people going, whatever. And I love the fact, fucking, what do they call it? Kung, because hey, the lady who said fucking, someone said kung flu to her fucking face when asked who it was. She didn't say fucking shit. They called her on her shit. So now if you're a news person, journalist, whatever the fuck, you're making shit up, they'll call you on it. Yeah, who fucking said it? Or I have journalistic principles and I'm not going to fucking out myself. Get the fuck out of here. If you could throw one of those yo-yos under the bus, you would have done it in a second. The fact that you didn't say shit means that more than likely it never happened. And Kellyanne Conway made you look like a fucking bitch. So shut your yapper. All right. On top of that, okay, no one said it. So now they go, what do you think about someone in your administration saying whatever the fuck? And he goes, what? And he made them repeat it 3 times. Which is just zeitgeist, hammering home, all right, the greatness of putting this kind of shit on display. It's really what's been put on display, all right? And much like the weather's changed and you can feel it in the air and the sun's coming down and it's 70s right now, it's going to be 80s tomorrow. Again, the coronavirus is going to be done faster than we think because our response to it with the hand washing across the board, all right, with the social distancing across the board, has really driven American ingenuity, where now distilleries are making hand sanitizer. People are coming up with ideas to get medical assistance via iPad or phone door to door. I mean, how, and then it's that kind of American ingenuity that's going to have us reset and redo the roaring 20s again. So we've got this dip in the stock market. All right, the people attached to the dip at the stock market are attached to the people who push Russian collusion, are attached to the people who pushed impeachment, are attached to the people who are stealing U.S. aid, whether if it's in the Ukraine, if it's Romania, or if it's in China where they were selling offices, okay? They're all in it together. They're all the same ones pushing identitarian politics and calling it the China virus. They're all pushing that thing. The same people cheering on the stock market crash. They're all doing the same thing. So our response has been shut down the NBA, shut down Major League Baseball, shut down all of these giant industries, which what? Has a provable cost. Your average owner knows how much they make during a ball game at home, how much they make on a ball game on the road on TV. They have all of those metrics. They know how much business they've lost. They've known how much revenue from all the marketing and concessions and all of those things. So what we have here, folks, is we have a country that lied in the beginning of a pandemic, and they knew it. Okay, they destroyed the samples. They lied from the beginning. They're either purposefully allowed this, okay, or they just didn't tell the truth and get help when they should have. Either way, if you know communist regimes, it's not a big deal for them to kill a bunch of their own people. And the way that these criminals run that country is they have no awareness of the way the rest of the world works. They only know their criminal cabal and the network of how all that bullshit works. How 1,200 people control another body who control millions of faceless people who, if they fucking fart the wrong way, get disappeared. Or they get their organs ripped out of their fucking bodies, because that's how they're running business. So they allowed this to happen, okay? And so now you have the NBA. What's your price tag? Okay, and everybody's going to have a price tag for this. They're complicit. They're caught. It's a done deal, okay? In the same way there are war reparations at the end of a war, there's going to be reparations for this because there are price tags for all of this. People's houses and people's mortgages got to get paid. People have to have food in their bellies. They have to be able to have a check, all of these things. And now what's being on display, who's pushing identity politics, all right? They're pushing spring breakers who fucking are what, enjoying themselves? Guess what? They were promised a life, their whole life, that they get to go to spring break and fucking get drunk and get it wet. And guess what? They've been lied to from the fucking mainstream media. And I wouldn't if I was their age, I'd be that kid on the fucking beach going, none of this is real. This is a fucking hoax. More than likely, it is. On some level, more than likely, the way the media handled it, the way they drove the panic and they celebrated the very crash for a political win, and now they've got nowhere to run. Because the crime's been committed, we know who did it, we know why they did it, we know who funded it, and we're gonna get that fucking money back, because America's fucking rocky, and we don't lose, motherfucker.